video, I'm going to do a little bit something different. I'm going to do question and answer Sims Edition. The channel is now at about 75 subscribers, so I figured, I need to start adding a little more, something more than just the builds and things like that. So, if you're new to the channel, always hit the subscribe button, leave a thumbs up, leave a comment, and hit the notification bell. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for all your support. I keep doing these videos literally because of you guys. Okay, so as you can see, a couple things have changed since the intro. I brushed my hair. I brushed it, I took it down. I added a little bit of mascara because I was looking very childlike. I feel like without mascara and eyeliner and stuff, I have which is not bad. Oh gosh, I shouldn't complain because I'm complaining now and then I'm never gonna look young again. Okay, but let's start with the first question. When did I start playing The Sims? I first started playing The Sims 20 years ago. I was 6 years old, so you do the math. 20 plus 6 equals 26. So now y'all know how old I am. I'm 26 years old. So I started playing The Sims when I was 6 years old. It was an uncle. He actually had The Sims 1 on his computer, and when we was over at my grandma's house, where he was living at the time, he actually would let me play his game. So that's how I started getting into The Sims. It wasn't something I had available at my house where I can play all the time. It was very much like a luxury in the beginning. Sunday dinners were about, or Sundays were about Sunday dinner, church, and playing The Sims. So that's how I got started playing The Sims. One question down. Okay, question number 2. What is my favorite Sims game and or expansion pack? If I had to say my favorite, did I say Sims 4 or did I say Sims? Okay, my favorite Sims game is Sims Castaway. Sims Castaway is my favorite Sims game. I think it's because of two things. For one, when you play, you get to actually like walk the sim around. I don't know if you play PlayStation and if you've played The Sims 2, I think on PlayStation, you know what I'm talking about. You can use a remote controller, and when you move the analogs, that's you moving the Sims body to the objects you want them to interact with, as opposed to on most of the games, including Sims 4, you have to click things to command them, but you don't actually do the walking for them, if that makes sense. So that was one of the big reasons I was just in love with Sims Castaway. The second reason I like Sims Castaway, because I have this kind of like fascination with like shows like Naked and Afraid, and even though I think Castaway came out before those kind of shows really got popular, but I was always kind of like interested in survival. As you could tell, I love plants, so I was interested in just living that more naturalistic, holistic life. Both those words. I love that. Even though you won't see me walking around naked in public anytime soon, but I do love the idea of just being connected with nature, living off the land, and just utilizing all those skills. So Castaway was like, it was just a dream come true for me in that sense. So that is definitely, I'll tell anybody, you say, what's your favorite Sims game? Sims Castaway. Now, my favorite expansion, it's hard to say because there's 4 Sims games. Each come with their own expansions. Most come with the same expansion. So to say what's my favorite Sims expansion, let me tell you guys something. I don't even have cottage living, and I can already tell you that is going to be my favorite expansion. I did the farmland mod for a couple days. I made a couple videos. I did it for a couple days, and it was just a couple days before the update came, the update for cottage living, which, if you ask me, I think it was a ploy. It was a ploy to mess up Arnie's farmland mod. That's just a superstition in me. But I thought it was a ploy. So anyways, but that is going to be I think, my favorite expansion, and I don't even have it. But you can imagine why if I just told you about Castaway. I love the idea of nature, living off the land, animals, plants. Why would I not like? Why would I not like that? How could that not be my favorite expansion pack? But since I technically don't have that, I guess I can't. Can I say that's my favorite even though I don't have that? Okay. Can I? Let me see if I could pick another one that I do have. I mean, island living, you would think it's island living or outdoor retreat or something like that, and I really do enjoy those. I don't feel like they add and they quite fulfill me in the way that cottage living is. So I like all the expansion packs like seasons, okay, pets and dogs, okay, you can see why. If you know, okay, take that I told you I like plants, animals, and any expansion pack or pack that enhances that experience is going to be in my top. But I think with cottage living they really stepped out. They really stepped out for cottage living. I just know it. It's just one of the things you just know. So that's my answer for question number 2. Question number 3. Do I prefer the Sims game vanilla or with mods and CC custom content? I don't play with a lot of custom content. I really don't. I would play with more custom content if I wasn't so bad at, for some reason, I know when you do CC, you have to use a mesh. You have to use a mesh. I always forget the mesh. And if you're familiar with downloading mods in CC, you know that every time you add it, even if you have the game open, so say I'm playing the game and I'm like, oh my gosh, I would like some different type of hair. Well, I go and I hit the windows and I'm in the browser and I download some content for custom content hair. Well, before I can actually use that here in the game, I'm going to have to shut down the Sims game and I'm going to have to restart it to get it to start working. And I'm the type of person that my Sims is in the background all day, every day, 24/7. Ain't touched that computer in days. I promise you I'm going to open it back up and Sims is going to be there. I have made the mistake of not closing it down and coming back and my Sims are just dead, burnt, nobody left but the dog. I mean, so I kind of lost track of what my thoughts were. Vanilla or with mods. Okay, so knowing all that, it's just difficult for me. I forget the mesh. I gotta do all that. Now I forget it. So I don't really mess with custom content. I have my go-to mods, I guess, but I have my go-to mods that I like just to add realism to the game. I like realism also added to the game. So I like any kind of mod that adds realism. And then I also like the farmland mod from the 2 days that I was able to play it before the mod broke. I loved it. It started fulfilling the things I missed, the things I needed, things I think cottage living are going to fulfill for me. It started doing that. So, did I answer that question? What do I prefer? I don't prefer really either or. I don't have a lot of custom content and I don't have a lot of mods. I prefer with mods. On the mods that I do have, I prefer with mods. But because as far as custom content, I don't play really with any custom content. All my builds are custom content free because I don't have custom content. I haven't even got into mastering getting custom content hair and it looking properly, so let alone looking at building and furniture. I'm actually, there's so many categories I've never even gone into because I've been able to do eyes, custom content eyes, hair I got to work at one point or another, skin. And skin I'm like picky with because I wear makeup. I like my Sims to wear makeup. So, and with some of them, depending on where it is in the game, you can't really change the makeup. So, custom content, definitely I could live without. Mods, 50-50. I do like the mods that I definitely do have. Okay, what's question number, what are we on? 2, 3, question number 4. Geez, this is actually going to be a way longer video than I thought. Let me take a break.